Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saur, Darkchylde, and welcome back to Let's Replay Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we found where the real scene of the crime was because of a familiar two faces, Emma Skye and Wendy Oldbag. And upon doing so, surprise, surprise, Mr. Lang, Agent Lang, showed up getting us a little bit more of the pieces together. And after proving that the stadium was the real scene of the crime for murder, our victim of kidnapping has shown up. And Mr. Lang, of course, chased us out of the investigation again. But are we still going to let that stop us? Heck no, we're going to continue. March 13th, 2019, 2:34 p.m., Wild Wild West area.
Looks like we got the boot again.
With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder.
You mean the infighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Miles, my boy! Tell me it's true! Tell me that you really found my boy! Yes, Mr. Amano, we found him earlier at the stadium.
Then, my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him, locked up like a...
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. It was nothing. I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I must have forgotten to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. A letter? The way Lance is being chased after by women, it reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? My dear Lance, may I see you again? Your beloved Viola. It's a very simple love letter. Oh, hey, let me see.
Oh, hey, let me see. That's really weird. It's from a loan company, Tenderlander. Looks more like a collection bill to me.
Okay, that's it for him. Now for you.
He loves me not. He loves me not. That's the 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose. If they were me, then.
I believe you said that you are Lawrence's girlfriend when we met, correct?
Yes, I am, but... Oh! It's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because it's just an ordinary ring. It tastes so sweet when I lick it. It's so wonderful.
You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring?
So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going now, or is it just one-sided?
Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano. And so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano group. What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown? Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him if we were ever to meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live.
About this incident.
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know about Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because my woman intuition.
You based everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. She started fantasizing again. So, what are you going to do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We've already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. The kidnapper's hideout. Where else? It's obvious the location is the kidnapper's hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there is no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. however, before I do... There's a little Easter egg here. It's Phoenix Ray and Maya and Pearl. Sadly, you can see them, but not talk to them. I just wanted to show off that little snippet there of Easter egg. Now, back to business. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir, Roger, sir. That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but... Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him.
Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give you this document to you, sir. What is this? The man in this picture, isn't this Oliver Deacon?
But the name here says Colin DeVore.
That's the same name as the one on the back of this pendant. It appears that Colin DeVore was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
What? Then what's he doing here?
Apparently, he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon.
Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first. Think later.
More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, sir. Since then, the door's been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what you are saying. Care to explain in a little more detail? Sir, the door was locked down, held tight when they went to check the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed.
While you were tied up for a while, in the room next door,
Okay, please. Must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can pin up the other kidnapper's identity. Now then. This door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. I won't rest easy until I inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Looks like a sword. A broken sword.
Strange. Why would a broken sword... Why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own.
That's true.
Although... Alright then. Let's think about this in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for something, for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. The doorknob.
The doorknob handle thing looks pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent.
But how is that possible after what that officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock had been used, when the door was busted, hid down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So, the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? Let's see, what else is there? We examine the door handle. We examine the sword. Logic. Let's see. Those are all we have at the moment. Door leading outside, and a broken prop sword. Connect those for now. It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into the unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock, and anyone could see that it was not in use at that time.
But the policeman outside said that it took 10 men to get it open.
A door that was locked tight, despite it being not locked at all. It can only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes. It was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed?
So that's how the sword broke.
Okay, that's it for that logic. Let's try the blue bin.
This is where they dispose of old and worn out costumes.
Oh, that was it, Edgeworth. This is where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes.
That's so sad.
It would seem that they throw all the costumes away in pieces. Okay, table. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see, there are 3 used cups here. Cheap styrofoam cups.
Looks like only 3 cups were used.
Folding chairs. And by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers.
There are 3 chairs set around the table.
Okay. Logic time. The common denominator between these cups and the folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, the number of the missing costumes is also 3.
Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed. Something isn't adding up, literally. It is possible that there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see. I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered.
Ah!
Well, what is this?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct?
Well, what are you doing? He's suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that?
Well, this is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties.
Look, why don't you get out of there first, and then we'll talk, okay?
Ah, I beg your pardon, miss. Turtle Badger, get. All right, only 1 more to go.
What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See? Look, now all I have to do is get a picture of the Bad Badger and I'm done.
Yes, I vaguely recall a contest of something like that sort.
Well, what the? It's gone! Where did it go?
What happened? What's wrong?
The Bad Badger costume! It's missing, sir!
Oh, is that all? Well, it's nothing because the kidnappers stole it. It's missing because the kidnappers stole it. I heard about how they were stolen.
I heard about how they were stolen. But they said that only 3 of the costumes have been taken.
What? Is he saying mean that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Pearl Badger, please, tell me a little more about these costumes you use. What did you mean by a bad badger costume is missing?
Why, just what I said, sir. We are one bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand, at all times.
Okay, so because one of them is walking around...
Okay, so because one of them is walking around the park...
The other should be in that room.
Actually, both of them should be in that room.
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, we don't use the bad badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. It's the stage show where the bad badger wreaks havoc around the park. And the other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir.
I'm speechless that such a show exists.
Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use that costume. Then doesn't that make it near impossible? Oh wait, that's K. Then doesn't that make it near impossible to get a picture of the bad badger? Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I supposed to do, sir?
All this basically means is that the kidnapper stole 4 costumes in total.
Then, are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers?
No, I don't think that's very likely.
Oh?
Recall the costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
What proves that the 4th kidnapper does not exist?
Take that!
If you had 4 people, and you wanted to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go with the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yet the kidnappers decided to steal another bad badger. And I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is, why? Okay, I already checked that. Costume pieces, huh? I hope this is right. The second bad badger costume, I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
What do you mean?
That costume in the trash. Would you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants?
Hey, you're right. Let's take it out of there and take a look.
As I suspected, It's a bad badger costume.
Well, oh, minus the head.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Hello? What else is there suspicious of on this thing? Do we have the evidence for it? No, I don't think I do. Let's see. Blue Badger Bible. This should do it. I believe what we have here is an inconsistency.
Between what?
Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be.
Oh, the gun!
Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in its right hand. However, you there, did you remove the gun from this badger's hand?
No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume.
As I thought. The rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Pearl Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show.
It seems that our kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costume friend. I think we're about done with this room.
So what's next?
Well, we find a few answers. But there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir! You gotta hurry, sir! Come on!
What is it, Detective?
They found the Blue Badger costume, down in front of the main gate, sir!
What?
Isn't that the one the kidnappers were wearing?
Bingo! Oh, that's why you gotta come to the main gate with me right now! If we hurry, we still might be able to get there before Wolf Boy does, sir!
Alright, let's make haste to the main gate.
The game is on now, folks!
What awaits us for this bit of the information that we're looking for? Well, we're gonna have to find out next time for the two-part finale of Let's Replay Ace Attorney Investigations. I meant for the case, not the game itself. There's still a bit more to go. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you want. Ring that bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday and Sundays. All this helps my channel to grow so you have more videos to enjoy. Till the next one, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks.